when you're starting, it can suck really bad and you can get really frustrated. And I call this the it sucks phase because it sucks. So I'm going to give you guys some things to consider when you're in this phase, because let's face it, when you're getting started, it's exciting. It's like the best part of building a business is planning and doing the research and getting excited at all the numbers that are possible that you can do. And it's great. And then you get excited creating. But then once all that is over with, it's kind of like the honeymoon phase. It's like, then you get back into life and then you're like, okay, now we have to deal with regular everyday stuff. And it's very, very similar. And I'm not saying, after you get married, it sucks, because I've been married 30 years now and it doesn't suck. I'm actually very happy, but hopefully that was a good example and I didn't just shoot myself in the foot. But what you got to do is you have to have the expectation set from the beginning. And what I mean by that is, in the very beginning, you're not going to probably hit a home run. You're going to probably fly out. You're probably going to strike out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people come into this thing and they think their first product is going to be their winner. It's going to be their home run. And it's usually not. Okay. When you're building a business, because that's what we're doing. And I know there's a lot of gurus out there that are making you feel like it's just launch a product that's selling and then launch another product that's selling and then launch another product that's selling. That stuff to me is all BS, because it's not going to probably work. There's probably, I would say, a 1% chance that that's going to work for you. And if it does work for you, it's going to work for you for like 30 days, maybe, if you're lucky. And then from there, everyone else is going to be coming in doing the same darn thing. That's why we talk about building a business and having real expectations. And so what I would say to you, if I was sitting down with you, we're having a cup of coffee and I'm like, okay, you're going to build this thing. We're going to go through the product research. We're going to do all this stuff. But the expectations are, you're probably not going to make any money in the first 3 to 6 months, maybe even longer. I remember, about 3 years ago, no, a little bit longer than that, probably 5 years ago now, we were building an e-commerce business and we just rolled all the profits back into new products because we were buying inventory. And then we just kept rolling it over. And we didn't really pull any money for like the first 18 months to 2 years. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen here in this case, but if you have real expectations, you're not going to feel let down that you're not winning right out of the gate. Okay. You're practicing and you're building something that will turn into something great. So the real expectation things is big. Okay. Then from there, and I mentioned it just a minute ago, remind yourself that you're building a real business, even though you're seeing all of the thumbnails on YouTube with the mug with $15,000 and then the t-shirt with, $12,000. You guys know what I'm saying, right? You've all seen it. All I'm saying is, they're not building a real e-commerce business. And what I mean by that is like when we're building something with products in a niche that serve a customer, we know that we can take those products and we can bring them over here to our own Shopify store when we're ready. We can take those products and put them over on Amazon if we want to. We can put them on eBay if we want to. Like, there are products, okay? Even though it's print on demand, maybe, we can still take those with us. There are designs, there are products. Okay. So we're building a real e-commerce business and we need to remind ourselves of that when we're in the, oh my gosh, this sucks, right? Because it does in the beginning. You get all excited and then you're just not getting the results. The next thing that I want to highlight here is you have to validate your niche. Where I see people getting frustrated is they didn't do proper validation in the beginning. Here's what I mean. You get all excited about a product, but you don't get excited about the niche that has potential to sell 3, 5, 10, 30 different products or more to the same customer. So we have to do that. And if you're struggling right now and you're in the it sucks phase, you have to ask yourself, did you validate your niche to know that if you put the time and effort in over time consistently, that there is a potential, a true potential, that you're building a real e-commerce business? The next part of that is, okay, maybe you picked the right niche, but you didn't pick the right product in the niche. Coming back to doing your product research. And this is why I'm a big fan of using a tool like Everbee for Etsy products, because it's going to give us the data. It's going to allow us to make really, really sound decisions. If you're not yet using that tool, I'm going to give a little shameless plug here. Go to brandcreators.com/Everbee, and you can sign up and try it for free. You get 10 free searches. After that, you would graduate to growth plan, which I recommend. And then yes, you would buy me a cup of coffee, and I love my coffee, by the way. But validation's a big piece in this. So make sure that you validate the niche, make sure that you validate the products. And then the last thing is stay focused and put the blinders on. Don't start chasing all of these other opportunities because you're seeing a YouTube video of someone showing you a candle that makes $12,000 a month. Yes, that candle can maybe spark an idea for you. Go, can I add a candle to my brand? I might want to do that. Oh, can I add a garden flag to my brand? Maybe, right? So these are things that you might do as, oh, let me see if it goes into my brand, not, oh, I'm going to go ahead and sell this candle that's in the cat niche, right? Because I'm not in the cat niche, but it's selling in the cat niche, so I should probably go in the cat niche. No, you just want to know that that product type is selling. Can you adapt it to your niche? So my final bit of advice here for you is to know that, yes, it sucks for everyone in the beginning, but it's the ones that push through, they stay focused, and they stay consistent. All right. And they stay disciplined. Motivation's one thing, like, yay, we can do this. You can do this. Discipline is completely different. That means that you're going to stick to the plan and you're going to execute and you're going to say, hey, you know what? For the next 12 months, I'm going to focus on this thing. I've already proven it. I've validated it. And now all I got to do is the work.